BoxingTalk.com. I'm over here with Nonito Donaire. What's going on, man?
I just had a hot dog, you know. I ran and everything, so I got my cheat hot dog, you know.
And I see you working overtime. You got people lined up to take pictures with you, huh?
I just appreciate that, you know. And then, you know, I'm here to fight anybody, and that's what they appreciate about me. You know, I want to give them a good fight. And it's you know, it's a blessing still, you know.
I hear you. Let me ask you now. A lot of people want to know if the loss to Rigo, if it discouraged you. How long did it take you to kind of get over that psychologically? Did it affect you at all coming back?
Not really. You know, when I fought Victor Chin, I mean, you know, if you're gonna ask me, you know, I had a flu and I saw everything coming at me, but I've never gotten hit as much as I did with, you know, with Darchinian. You know, I've suffered a lot of multiple fractures in my face, and I've never gotten hit that much. You know, but because my reflex was so off, the Rigondeaux really pushed me to be a better fighter. You know, okay, if you see me now. From then, I would be a little bit heavier than I usually am. You know, I'm usually about 150 walking around, 145 walking around. Right now, I'm about 138, 140. I've been training, so that's the motivation. Is that, you know, it's a good thing.
Okay, absolutely. And now you dominated Victor Darchinian, of course, the first time. Go ahead, you guys. You dominated him the first time, and when it came, you know, when you had the rematch, it was a lot closer. It was very competitive. Do you think Victor Darchinian got better, or you just weren't maybe as focused as before? Or
it wasn't so
think?
much I wasn't focused. Like I said, you know, I had a handicap. You know, that was maybe the only time that he could have beaten me. You know, because the fact that my reflex was gone. I'm sorry about that. My reflex was gone. I could see the punches coming at me, but the problem of that is you know, I couldn't move. You know, we almost didn't go on to the fight because we didn't know if they'll let us, because I was on antibiotics, I was on all of this. I mean, no excuse, you know.
Yeah,
but I came out there, I never gave up. You know, even though part of myself was like, man, is this it for me?
Yeah.
Because I was getting cracked, I was getting hit, and I was getting, you know, and I could tell that I broke a few bones in my face. You know, or I cracked a few bones in my face, and I just told myself, you know what, is this it? But when the round came in, I just did whatever I need to do, and that was to win. No matter how far behind you think you are or whatever, you just don't have a quit in your system, you know, and that's what I did.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the hardest puncher, what would you rate Rigo?
I would say it's about in the same area as Darchinian, but not the Darchinian in the 112. It's a big difference. When I was in 112, Darchinian was strong. You know, like every punch is hurt. But here, I got hit, I was still standing, I got cracked in the chin, I got cracked, you know. So he didn't have a one-punch knockout. Probably around 6, which can increase if you run into it to an 8. You know, but a 6. He's definitely above.
Sneaky kind of power,
yeah, he's
right?
above. If you see the punches coming, you won't get knocked out.
Okay.
You know, if you see the punch coming, or if you don't see the punch coming, I mean, there's some punch that I didn't see coming because I was just trying to hit with one punch. It didn't matter if I got hit. That was the mentality then. Now it's a different mentality, but it probably would have been a 6 or a 7. You know, just a little above average, but not a one-punch knockout.
So now I got to ask you, who was the hardest puncher you've ever faced?
It was some unknown Mexican, man. I ran into it, I almost went down. That was the only time I almost went down, man. You know, when it was a tough Mexican, man. It was a tough Mexican. It was, you know, it was one of those fights. It was one of those fights. You know, I dropped him. I hurt him. But then he came back, and I was gonna try to knock him out. He caught me good with the overhand, and I almost went down. Like I was like this close to going down. You know, when I was going down, I realized I was going down. I got myself up, but that was the only time I really did. I mean, you know, if it's an elite, I would say the only person that really hurt me in the fight was pretty much the last fight with Darchinian. But that's pretty much it, you know.
Okay. And what did you think, real quick, about Gary Russell versus Lomachenko fight?
You know, I expected too much from Gary Russell, you know. I thought that it was going to do so good. I mean, you know, but Lomachenko is no joke, you know. But the thing is, he had him a few times, but he just didn't do what he needed to do. But Lomachenko, I mean, he's an amazing fighter too. You know, that's why he's a champion. You know, he gave a hell of a fight with the guy that beat him, the Mexican guy. What's his name?
Salido.
Yeah. You know, and he was just a little. If he had a little bit more experience, I think he would have beaten Salido then.
Yeah. Okay. And just one last question, I'll let you go because I see you busy, man. I wanted to ask you, out of everyone except for Guillermo Rigo, who would you say is the man to beat at 122? Or even 126? Actually, 126.
I mean, what do you mean? Like,
who's the man to beat? Like, who would you like to fight? Like, if you wanted to get back to exactly where you were outside of Rigo, what would be a good look for you?
For me,
you got Walters,
every
you
champion,
got
man. Every champion. Every champion.
No one in particular.
The thing is, you know, me.
He works with Mikey Garcia. They're on the same team, though.
Right.
You want to fight with him?
No, he's my brother, man. You know, no, you know, it's the champions. You know, it's the champions that I'm willing to fight. There's no particular order or whoever. And that includes Rigo. That includes anybody in the 122 and 126. As long as we can make it understand where I don't take so much out of my, you know, myself. You know, by cutting down too low, or you know, we got to meet in the middle. Be healthy, both be healthy, and we'll be ready for that. You know, like I said, I don't deny nobody any fights.
And you promised Simpwe you would give him a rematch.
I did.
Well, do you think that will happen in the future?
You know what? I put his name for my next fight with Rigo, Rigo, and all the other champions. You know, but they said if you guys are gonna go with the rematch, give me the 2 rematch, either one of them. You know, but right now I'm just waiting for it. So that to me, I promised him and I gave the name out there to make it happen. But you know, it just doesn't go your way all the time. It's always about what the network wants, what the promoter wants. And see, that's the hard thing. I mean, I can't even fight Maris or these other guys because the fact that the networks and the promoters are having their wars, you know. So that's the unfortunate thing. But we're always ready for anybody, man.
I hear you, man. Well, I'll let you go. You want to say anything to the fans before I let you go?
Hey, I want to thank you guys. Maybe I'll probably come out with October or November, or hopefully if I get a schedule. If I get a schedule, please come see the fight. We're trying to make it happen in Vegas, hopefully again. You know, but aside from that, I want to thank you guys. I want to thank you guys for all the support and for supporting boxing. Thank you.
All right, thanks for your time. Nonito Donaire.